What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Leagues. If you haven't seen the last video, please check out that link in the description. But for today, we're unlocking our third and final region, and we're going to see just how far these combat masteries are going to take us. We've got Barrows on the brain, and for our very first run, we've of course got a unique, well, technically everybody gets it. It's a bunch of prayer experience, and I kind of forgot about it. Kind of wish I would have saved that for before I got 99 prayer. And here it is, a nearly 500,000 prayer drop. Yeah, we probably should have saved that. But after making our way through a few more times, we got our first real unique of the Guthans set, which I really want to get together. But as soon as you ask for one thing, of course, they give you another. We got the Darroch's plate body, but I did need a new chest plate though, so I'll take it. Saving this final Scurrius kill for the last Scurrius kill that we really need to do. We need to fight it the right way. With a bone weapon, we need to make sure we don't get hit by any of the falling debris, and we need to pray correctly. We're getting the perfect Scurrius and all of the combat achievements at the exact same time. And we've got just one more hit to go. That should be essentially everything. I don't think I messed up even once. There it is, perfect Scurrius and 160 league points to boot, plus defeat Scurrius 25 times and all of the Scurrius combat achievements. That's how you knock it all out in one go. And by completing all of those combat achievements from Scurrius, we were able to complete the beginner combat achievement diaries. So that's one juicy lamp that we've got to put. So maybe Herblore or rune crafting? Herblore it is. Should bring it all the way up to 47. That's what we like to see. Now by completing the Perilous moons, we've locked in some juicy Slayer and rune crafting drops. But at the same time, it's pretty arguable I should have been here before Barrows, but we need the gear either way. So Slayer is going to be really important to stay on top of, especially since I did not choose the Slayer relic. So it's really fun to see a bunch of superiors already spawning on a Slayer task. This one going down easy for the first superior Slayer slain. And I knew it was going to be quick, but we're about 40 kills in and we just got our first black mask. We're going to finish up the Slayer task, of course, see how many we can get, but now we can make that Slayer helm. One more reason to stay on top of Slayer is because we need points for a bunch of stuff. The first thing we're going to spend our points on is going to be the ability to make a Slayer helm. And we got all of the things necessary to make it, so let's slap those bad boys together. And this should be a task. Assemble one and wear one? Nope, just assemble. Here's another grind just to get out of the way, acquiring a broken zombie axe. We can't exactly make it right now, but we will need a weapon pretty soon, and the smithing grind is going to be pretty easy when we get to Fremennik. Keeping up with the theme of monster drops, we've got the Tazarket Ohm. We can't exactly put that thing on right now, but when we can, I know it's a task. Turning in a couple of Scurrius spines from earlier, we've got 120k experience drops every single time. Don't forget to turn in your spines. Spending a little bit of time in the Isle of Souls cave, we've got ourselves a dark key. We really only needed one, and there's not a lot of stuff that you can get out of the dark chest. After completing the most gruesome task in the world, kill 5 bunnies, we've opened the dark chest for an equal amount of league points. It may seem like we're back on the Barrows grind, but funny enough, whenever I get a clue step that takes me to Barrows, I just do a Barrows run. And we even happen to get Varric's skirt, which we really did need a leg piece. Claiming the first of our Brimhaven agility vouchers, we've got 8 extra vouchers every time we claim one. It's going to be really worth it to stick around. As much as I'd like to stay for a full 80 tickets, I think, to get the Pirate's Hook, I've only got 15 laps in me. And we really only needed 10 to be able to get a Snapdragon, which is another league task. We've been popping in and out all over the world completing these hard clues, and it's time we opened a few. And then fill 30 collection log slots from hard clues. Not only that, 50 unique collection log items from hard clues is another 80-point task. There are just so many points a part of clues, it's crazy.
It's always a little bit surprising when your quest isn't completed from an area unlock. So when you find one, you gotta complete it, like the Taibo One-Eye Trio, and now we can even fish some really good food. Here we are at the famous fishing spot that never moves, and catching 50 Karambwans is a task. Not to mention cook 20 in a row, and cook 100 Karambwans is already done with the Animal Wrangler relic. And I've been trying my best to keep track of this while we go, but we have just made it over to the Steel rank. The next goal is Mithril. And as always, fishing up all of those clue scrolls gets us a decent couple of tasks. That being 25 hard clues completed, and 10 uniques from Masters, both of those out of the way. So I figured it's time to use our giant champion scroll. We've got it and we might as well use it. There's no real reason we should have to do this in leagues, but it does get you a Slayer and hit points experience lamp. Here comes the juicy EXP drop. It looks like it's gonna be 67 for hit points and 33,000 for Slayer. Getting a quick couple of steel dragons out of the way, and we happen to get some dragon plate legs in the bunch. I was hoping for a visage, but I'll take this. In leagues, Scurrius is a pretty great place to AFK, and we just happen to time out that kill perfectly because we've got 99 rage and a 200 point task. And after we flick that little AFK session onto defensive, we've got reach combat level 100 for our new combat mastery unlocked. I'm just gonna get this rat out of your face and we can unlock this mastery. So you guys know me going straight down the line for our range build. Never miss with ranged. That is so juicy that I cannot turn it up. Now we just gotta check out the raid on this because it's gonna be night and day, I swear. And now that we got the levels for it, it's time to slap on the Barrows equipment and Tazar weapons for a few more tasks. Defeat a tormented demon is going to be another league's task, and defeating 50 of them is as well, but I don't think I got that one in me unless it's a Slayer task. I am so new to Varlamore that I actually accidentally wandered into this boss fight, but thank God it's not even anywhere near difficult. But hey, a couple of tasks out of the way. Oh, wait a minute, a speed task? Man, never missing range is so OP. And I think 10 kills is probably good for now, especially since I wandered in the room in the first place and wasn't supposed to be here. There's going to be a lot of firsts for me this league, and this is a first game of Soul Wars. Happen to win it, and there are so many rewards that come with this game here. No, I know it's not like this in the real game, but man, all of these supplies? Time for a little bit of rune crafting with the few tasks I have for it. 50 cosmic runes, and very soon afterwards we got 50 nature runes as well. The next time you see me crafting these, it should be bloods. And the semi-hard task for rune crafting is out of the way. If you have banker's notes, it's basically just 2 minutes in. But that's craft 2500 rune essence. Honestly, after a very quick rune crafting session, we're already up to level 62. And while we're rune crafting, might as well get them all out of the way, like craft any combination rune. And craft 4 runes with 1 essence now that we got the level. Mining 20 mithril ore specifically from this location is a task, but so is getting 50. And that's 10 laps of the Varlamore agility course. First time I've actually used this one. A bunch of firsts this league. We got a mist battle staff from a beautiful drop from a Slayer creature, and that's 2 tasks to boot. I've said it before and I'll say it again, clue scrolls have so many tasks a part of it, while I bang out 4 of them right in a row. And we just got the big drop out of medium clues too, but unfortunately they're not actually going to help us this time, because all of our range hits have 100% accuracy anyway. I thought I was done with beginner clues, but we needed to gain 35 unique items from beginner clues, and it's crazy that we got that after we green-logged the whole thing. The Shades of Morton minigame unlocked. And I swear, Sanctity has never been easier to get than in leagues. I'm going to make up a bunch of Sacred Oil here because I'm pretty sure there's not going to be this much support for this minigame in a week or two. But while we're questing, we might as well get the cutest quest in the game out of the way. And believe it or not, you can actually get the Echo Cuthbert if you end up choosing the Guardian Relic. Our first hunter rumor completed, and honestly, in a really fun way, I actually have to go through the beginner all the way up to master because that's where my level is, and luckily enough, it's only a task or two to get to the next tier. Setting up your block task has never been easier for hunter rumors, and I'll bet somebody's gonna get the Chinchompa pet this way too. With about 2 more hunter rumors completed, we're already up to the adept master. And our first item out of these damn bags is the Hunter's Kit. And that's not really going to help me too much except maybe save a couple of bank spaces because we got the Banker's Note. Tightening up your block list a little bit, you can get Chinchompas basically every other task, and 500 of them is 200 points. Just another thing we can knock right out of there, 100 Teku Salamanders. It's pretty nuts. We've just got 10 rumors completed, and we're already up to the Expert Hunter Master. Even in leagues, a teleport straight to the Hunter's Guild is always going to be helpful. And our first piece of the Guild Hunter's outfit. We picked up the zombie axe, and we just did not have the smithing level to be able to fix it. But now, we do. And putting it on is another league task. Excuse me, like I was saying, putting it on is another task, and we've even got a snazzy new weapon to boot. Instead of just wandering in, we're actually here on purpose, and we've been rewarded with the pendant. So we completed all the combat achievement and leagues tasks, a part of the Amoxolotl, but for some dang reason, I never got those glacial tomatl. So here we are killing some frost naguas, hoping we get lucky. And I feel like I must be pretty unlucky because this is the very first piece of Blood Moon, and I've already done this about 10 times. And right outside the doors of the Perilous Moons, we can do some mining for a couple of quick points. All of the mechanics in Varlamore are so new to me, but apparently crushing these calcified deposits on the anvil and then using a moth is a teleport straight to Candozel. And when you're in Rome, you gotta try the Colosseum. This is, of course, going to be my first attempt at the Colosseum, too, so spoiler alert, it didn't go well. But hey, 1 wave down, 9 more to go. And I was really feeling the PVM today, so might as well get a Cat Wreck challenge out of the way. And we were kind of rushing to see if we couldn't get just a few more tasks done, so that way we could get our next area. And I alluded to it a little bit earlier in this episode, but we are going straight to Fremy. Which, to be honest, was probably every person's plan when they started leagues. And of course, the first thing you have to do when you get to Fremennik is safe spot Rex. But hey, what about the other 2? Because defeating all 3 kings without leaving is another 80-point task. Oh man, that did not take long at all. We got about 10 kills each, and now we've got our Echo Orb. And you know I gotta try this fight out just to see if it's any good. Man, I really gotta remember to put this shit on when I get it, but that's a Quipasir call. First try at the Echo DKs, and it's not going well, but man, did we get so freaking close. Unfortunately, Banker's Note was not able to carry us through. The refrigerator failed us. But can we clutch try number 2 now that we know what's coming? Nope, we can't. I think I know what the problem is. We didn't get any drops from the real Dagannoth Kings first. That's obviously what jinxed us. But you know, while we're on the topic of collecting these rings, we've got the Seer's Ring, and we can't forget that plopping that bad boy on your finger is another task completed. With 2 more rings to go, like the Archer's Ring. And there it is, pulling in the 4th and final ring, we've got the Berserker's Ring. And man, even with boosted drop rates, that took forever. 87 kills from the Dagannoth Rex. But equipping all 4 rings is absolutely worth it. We've got some super uneven kill counts here. We got Dagannoth Prime at 50, Rex at 100, and Supreme at 78. But after that DK trip, we've got all the rings in hand, 2 of each actually, and a couple of supplies to go with them. But I will say, not anywhere near enough for damn near 100 kills of each. But with all this talk about rings, we still got 1 more to get from the DKs, and we'll have to get that one next episode. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a like, and thanks so much for sticking around till the end. But until next time, we'll see you all later.